Welcome to the show, guys. In today's episode, I want to share SingularityDAO with you. This is a project that I was researching for the last few days after watching a few interviews with their co-founder, who happens to be also a key developer in the first humanoid robot, Sophia. You know about that, right? Which is what got me interested in the first place. This is a super cool project that is integrating artificial intelligence and blockchain technologies in a very novel way, a very original and groundbreaking innovation that makes this a really strong contender for enormous growth in the coming year. This is in fact a branch off from SingularityNET, a project which you might have heard of as it was launched back in 2017, but this is now the DeFi branch and it's still in its infancy, meaning that I'm placing this on your crypto radar early on. You haven't yet seen this on many other channels. There's a Launchpad, yield farming and other DeFi operations, and I think you're gonna love this one, so let's get started. This is today's featured project. So let's begin with some background. SingularityNET was the first project and is the core of the Singularity ecosystem. Some of you might remember that it made quite a buzz during the pre-launch, and they had a very successful ICO back in 2017 which sold out in less than a day, and it raised $36 million. It's a complete AI marketplace for all kinds of services and applications built on it. It's been in operation for over 3 years now, and it has evolved a lot, and it's expanded to include several branches. SingularityDAO is the DeFi arm and the first spin-off. The next one is NewNet, covering decentralized hardware. Next one to launch are Rejuvi, medical AI project, Mindplex, a decentralized media, and a new decentralized NFT metaverse is in the works, based around the character of Sophia, the robot. We've all seen it in numerous TV programs, and most notably flirting with Will Smith. You've seen this one, right? So, SingularityNET is strategically placed in the artificial intelligence niche and aims to establish a decentralized infrastructure for a global AI service market, which is one of the most rapidly advancing sectors in the last decade. With more and more business integration and with the hundreds of millions of dollars that are being poured into research and development each year, AI is here to stay, and SingularityNET is building a complete ecosystem of companies covering different AI blockchain verticals. So there's a lot that I can discuss in this video. Make sure that you don't get distracted. But before I get into that, let me just give you a quick disclaimer here for those who are new to this channel. I am not a financial advisor or investment advisor. I provide my personal opinions and analysis of the content that I feature here, so you should use this information to further your research and make informed decisions on what actions to take. So with that said, let's first take a look at the founders of this project before I move on to its specifics. The key team members are co-founders Marcelo Mari, Dr. Ben Goertzel and Mario Casiraghi, all very accomplished in their respective fields. Marcelo was a contributor to TechCrunch, Wired and The Guardian, following a career in marketing and PR across a number of tech startups in London, England. Ben Goertzel is widely known for his work in artificial intelligence and being in the team behind Sophia the robot that gained massive popularity in recent years. He is the CEO and chief scientist of SingularityNET. He is one of the world's foremost experts in artificial general intelligence, AGI, and has lived and worked in Hong Kong for the last decade, from where he oversees SingularityNET's AI hubs in Russia, India, Brazil, and Africa, and it is his goal to develop the world's first decentralized AI platform and marketplace, which is what he started with SingularityNET. He has a PhD in mathematics, he's published numerous books and scientific research articles and papers, and has developed one of the first open source AI frameworks for broad-based AGI development and research. His credentials and achievements are too broad to list them all here. This is a very accomplished person, and it's truly amazing to have him as a co-founder of this project, which I think will do tremendously well in no time. I want to play a very short clip here that I found in my research. I hope I don't get slapped with copyright infringement, but I found this to be quite interesting, so let's take a look.
And for a few years I was chief scientist and head of software at Hanson Robotics. Then when I got deeply into the blockchain side of things, I stepped back from that and co-founded SingularityNET. David Hanson was also one of the co-founders of SingularityNET. So part of our goal there had been to make the blockchain-based like cloud mine platform for Sophia and the other
Sophia would be robots. Just one of the robots in this in SingularityNET.
Yeah, exactly. Many copies of the Sophia robot would be, you know, among the user interfaces to the globally distributed SingularityNET cloud mine. And I mean, David and I talked about that for quite a while before co-founding SingularityNET.
By the way, in his vision and your vision, was Sophia tightly coupled to a particular AI system, or was the idea that you can plug, you could just keep plugging in different AI systems within the head of it?
I think David's view was always that Sophia would be a platform, much like, say, the Pepper robot is a platform from SoftBank. Should be a platform with a set of nicely designed APIs that anyone can use to experiment with their different AI algorithms on that platform. And SingularityNET, of course, fits right into that, right? Because SingularityNET, it's an API marketplace, so anyone can put their AI on there.
Very interesting, right? All right, moving on to Mario Casiraghi, who is the CFO of both SingularityNET and SingularityDAO, and has experience in traditional finance and DeFi as well. Prior to SingularityNET, he was co-founder and head of blockchain entertainment company Xfinite. And prior to working in blockchain, he was in financial markets working at Bank of America Merrill Lynch and Royal Bank of Scotland, among others, so he's with a strong background in finance. They have a much bigger team actually that includes other AI scientists, quants, front-end and back-end developers, financial advisors, some of whom come from MIT after being advisors to the American government. Others come from Microsoft, as well as other big Silicon Valley companies, such as Oracle. So, seeing that this is a stellar team with great expertise and influence in their fields, we know that this project is built on solid foundations, and I have no doubt that it will prove to be yet another big winner on the CryptoCorner radar. I featured here a lot of projects throughout this year, and they've all done tremendously well. So SingularityDAO is the DeFi arm of SingularityNET. It was launched in May this year, and as the name suggests, it's a decentralized autonomous organization. It's designed to simplify access to the crypto economy and especially decentralized finance, the most popular crypto sector that is seeing so much innovation and development in the past couple of years. Decentralized artificial intelligence is a new type of economy that SingularityDAO is creating right now. On one hand, there is an overload of information right now, and investors are finding it quite hard to sieve through it all to pick the right projects to invest in, and on the other hand, many cool projects are finding it hard to find enough liquidity, and sometimes they are very innovative and with great utilities, but they struggle to make it big in the market, which is a real problem, and this is what SingularityDAO is built to address. They bring AI-managed funds to DeFi, deploying SingularityNET's AI technology to navigate complex markets effectively, building a suite of financial tools, with the main offering being Dyna Sets. These are dynamically adjusted baskets of cryptocurrency assets, controlled by a team of traders, aided and controlled by highly advanced artificial intelligence algos, the likes of which are leveraged daily on Wall Street, but as of yet, they're unknown in the crypto space. These Dyna Sets take exposure to cryptocurrency assets and actively manage single positions and market risk. Single asset exposures, even in high quality projects, increase the risk for investors, but when they are bundled together, this is diversification that creates better risk reward profiles. SingularityDAO uses sophisticated AI to dynamically manage portfolios, execute efficient asset allocations and market-making functions, to provide liquidity for high-quality tokens on DEXs, and to predictively model asset management strategies. So this is how they address both of the problems that I mentioned. Being a decentralized platform, It is of course governed by a native token. Ticker symbol is SDAO. As this token was launched, they airdropped on average $3,000 to each AIGX holder. AIGX is the first token native to SingularityNET. So SDAO is the native governance token of the DeFi leg in the ecosystem. It's already open to the public with a current market cap of just over $45 million, fully diluted market cap valuation of around 155 million, and circulating supply of 29.3 million tokens. The total supply is 100 million tokens. Its trading volume in the past 24 hours is $4.5 million, and it's already trading on several exchanges. I found it on KuCoin, but it's also on Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Gate.io and Dcoin exchange. As I always say, KuCoin is a great place to find these low cap gems, guys, before they pump hard. So if you're not yet on KuCoin, grab my link below. You need to be on there. It's also interesting that the total SDAO locked right now is 14.2 million tokens, making the circulating supply locked around 50% of all tokens. The total value locked in the protocol is more than $40 million already, and the two most popular pairs on the exchanges are against Tether and against Ethereum. From the CoinMarketCap page, I can see that the protocol has been audited too by CertiK, one of the renowned companies for fintech audits, an established and respected name in the industry. But what makes this token especially attractive to me is its utility. It facilitates their Launchpad product. In order to take part in their Launchpad pre-sales, you need this token, you have to hold this token. Like with all launchpads, their token is promoted by giving users rights and privileges for the forthcoming launches, among other use cases of course. And you know that I'm all about launchpads right now. This is something that I recently got quite involved with. I talked about launchpads here on this channel already, and I keep finding new ones to present to you. You must have seen my previous videos already here, so you know what I'm talking about. If not, I will link it here to this video and at the end screen of this video as well if you're watching this on YouTube. Their Launchpad is already fully functional. They've actually just completed their very first launch. NewNet is the project. This is their second spin-off in the SingularityNET ecosystem. That took place on November the 17th and collected $2 million in contributions within 90 seconds and only by 2,475 people. This is really impressive. As we can see, all of these pools for this one are already sold out. They are closed. And NewNet is basically their second spin-off, and it is an entire network of computer power sharing concepts. So in a decentralized manner, anyone can share their computing power with the network in exchange for cryptocurrency tokens, giving users access to a powerful global network of decentralized computing resources tied together by the blockchain. Their token is NTX, which is now to be distributed to the Launchpad participants. NewNet will supply decentralized processing power to SingularityNet's hosted AIs, but also anything else that requires it. They have just enabled Cardano staking pool relay nodes to run on the NewNet Alpha and will continue integration to eventually allow full nodes, which will further decentralize Cardano. Apparently, Cardano pool operators will be able to run their pools on hardware that is part of a fully decentralized cloud. That's what I figured out about NewNet, but unfortunately this launch is done now, so we'll have to try for the next one. They post details about this and announcements on their Telegram channel, so grab the link for that from the description below, and also you can get on their mailing list. It is here on the website, on the Launchpad website. Just scroll up here and you will see it here. Sign up to our newsletter. So that's it. That's all you need to do. I believe the next launches are going to be the Sophia DAO or Sophia NFT Metaverse, as I understand it, and which makes me very excited because it will certainly bring a lot of media attention as well. Also Rejuvi, the medical AI, and the decentralized media, Mindplex, and other ones as well. And being a DeFi platform, SingularityDAO also offers yield farming, and staking rewards vary from 25% to 50% APY. And they have a DEX platform for instant coin swaps, which is built for both Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. For the moment, I believe a Polygon bridge is coming out anytime now. Earning yield farming rewards is quite a standard with most DeFi platforms out there, Basically, when you add liquidity to a liquidity pool, you earn trading fees and receive LP tokens, which can be farmed. When you stake your LP tokens, you earn yield farming bonuses on top of the usual trading fees that you collect. I've done a few tutorials previously here on this channel, so I will show you how to do this. If you have followed me for some time, you know how it's done. If none of that is familiar to you, just go to this first page, how it works, and you can actually take the tour. You can go to the FAQ, just scroll down, you will go to the FAQ and you will see that it's all explained here, LE5 style. If you don't know what LE5 means, then you do need to get a copy of the crypto dictionary, crypto jargon A to Z. This is why I wrote it. It's got more than 1,000 different terms, acronyms and slang and trading slang as well, that you will be finding in all kinds of articles, reviews and media when you are researching crypto projects. So you need to know these terms. So get a copy. It is an Amazon bestseller and it is at a very special offer right now. The link is again in the description below. In the description there you will find links to everything that I'm talking about. All the relevant links are there, so always check the description, guys. Right, moving on to the SingularityDAO main product, the Dyna Sets. As I mentioned, these are AI-powered portfolio manager token sets. That this can be Bitcoin, Ethereum and a stablecoin, much like a crypto hedge fund managed by a trading team combined with artificial intelligence. These are about to be rolled out this month and I had to find out more about this from the white paper or also on their blog here. This is their blog site, which again you will find on their Medium page. So basically these are selections of utility tokens in a ratio that is dynamically balanced and optimized by AI. The user holds shares of the Dyna set in a non-custodial fashion, while the dynamic asset manager is authorized to manage the ratio of assets held by the Dyna set via trustless smart contracts. The first Dyna sets will be controlled by their team of traders as they work alongside the AI scientists to train their algorithms in pattern recognition, price prediction, market sentiment analysis, geological analysis, as well as many other factors like S&P index, gold, traditional finance correlation, and even Elon Musk tweets, for instance. The full logistics of how all of this operates and is managed are explained in this blog post here on their Medium site and also in the white paper, which is accessible from their homepage. So I won't go into too much detail, but basically you can think of it as someone like a basket of tokens. These are being traded back and forth. So if you are into passive gains, this could be ideal. It is operated by both human power and AI, so I think the risk-reward ratio will be very reasonable. Also, I found this very interesting. Because trades with Ethereum-based tokens and all trades on the Ethereum-based DEXs are incurring super high fees, as you know, they have implemented what is called a forging mechanism. Several transactions are being bundled together into just one to be broadcasted to the Ethereum network, and thus paying only one fee for combined transaction amounts. So say $20 fee, for instance, will make sense for a large amount of, let's say, $50,000 or more, instead of paying the same fee to transact something like $50, which is what it costs right now to transact on the Ethereum blockchain. It's crazy, I know. So the SingularityDAO platform includes a forge to weld together multiple transactions from different Dyna sets, lowering the transaction fees without affecting the flow of assets across the platform. Forward thinking, guys, well done. Also, I mentioned the AIGX token, the native token to SingularityNET. Holders of this token will be receiving more airdrops on each of the newly launched projects. So this is basically their launch pool, as I call it. I explained the difference to launchpads and launch pools in my other videos, so go watch it. Basically, you have to hold these AIGX tokens in order to get these airdrops. And you should do that because 5% of the maximum supply of each of these branch outs is going to be allocated to these airdrops. Cardano is also going to be incorporating SingularityNET's artificial intelligence directly into future integrations of the ADA project at the protocol level, and the two teams are right now working together building the ERC20 to ADA token bridge. This is another upcoming feature. There's really a lot coming up in the Singularity ecosystem, which inevitably will catapult their tokens into the highest spots in the market cap rankings. So make sure that you follow this project and what they're doing. So I want to wrap up this video, but make sure that you go and research this well. There's a lot of details that I had to spare you, or else it would have been an information overload. So go check out the rest. With them stepping into the DeFi and NFT space, it is a guaranteed growth throughout the coming year. I mean, back in 2019, there was only $275 million locked in DeFi economy. By this summer, that number had grown to over $70 billion, and it will continue to rise in 2022. Market data forecasts report on the fintech industry predicts a market value of $305 billion by the end of 2025. We're looking at 5 times bigger market than today, so we are still in early boom of this sector, and projects that are starting now have the early movers advantage. DeFi has grown not just in scale but also in sophistication too. First generation cryptocurrency tokens fulfill the roles of simple currencies while remaining decentralized and separate from any government. But DeFi builds on that to create more sophisticated financial instruments in the same decentralized environment with AI, blockchain, APIs and other advanced tools. SingularityDAO is an important step in this direction with an array of technological innovations that democratize finance out of institutions and into a decentralized digital ecosystem. So use the links that I dropped in the description below, join their social channels and look out for their upcoming Launchpad events, as these will be just as hot as their first one, maybe even more, because with the success of their first launch, every next one will be bigger and more anticipated. Well, this is everything for today's feature, guys. Thanks for staying until the end. I hope this brings you value, and if it did, please share it with someone else who will benefit from watching this. Also, show your support by leaving a like and a comment below. This will help the algorithms pick up this video so it can reach more people. Also, make sure that you check out the links in the description below, where I list all of the relevant links from this project. Do your own research and see if you want to get involved. Join their community on social media. All links are in the description of this video. Also, you will find there links to my top crypto services, exchanges, wallets, my top charting tools for market analysis, everything that you need for a better crypto experience. If you're not yet subscribed, don't waste a breath, hit the button below and the notification bell. I bring you news, reviews, market analysis and some of the best tutorials that help you master the crypto markets. If you want to be on my mailing list and receive my bi-weekly crypto newsletter where I share with you market insights, the link is also in the description below. Trade carefully and stay profitable.